Okay, today I'm going to show you how to keep your computer relatively clean. This is more of a preventative measure than it is speeding up your computer after something's already happened to it. The program we're going to be using is called CCleaner. I'm going to provide a link for you to click on so you don't have to go and Google search it and find it. So what you're going to do is go ahead and download and install CCleaner. Once it's installed and you run it, this is the screen that you see. Gives you a nice breakdown of what's on your computer. So here's what it does. It basically will go through and take things that take up space on your computer and kind of get rid of them, like the cookies from internet, your internet history. You may or may not want that to get deleted. I would uncheck it, but you might want it to keep it. It can clean up different things like your recycling bin, your clipboard. Mostly you're going to want to keep everything that's got a check mark with a check mark, except for maybe history, recycling bin. You might want to keep stuff in there. It can also check different programs that you may have installed. It also can clean up your registry. Now, many people don't know what the registry is, and for most people it's a little bit too deep for them to try and worry about it. It's kind of the back end to the computer that most people don't need to be messing with. A lot of people don't like the idea of having a program to clean the registry. Some people do. Personally, if I was going to use CCleaner, I would just leave everything here checked and not worry about it. So the next thing we're going to do is click on Options, click on Advanced, and click on this, Save All Settings to INI File. If you do not have a check mark here, go ahead and put a check mark there. Once you've done that, just go back to Cleaner, hit Run Cleaner, and let it run through a cycle one time. Once that's done, we can go on to the next step, and that's going to be automating CCleaner so that it does this every day for you and kind of keeps some of the junk off of your computer. Now, if you're using Windows Vista or Windows 7, here's how you do it. We're going to click on Start, All Programs. We're going to go to Accessories. Under Accessories, we're going to System Tools. Under System Tools, we are going to Task Scheduler. Click on that. It takes a couple seconds for it to open. Now, once you're in Task Scheduler, this is the screen you're going to see. What we're going to be doing here is Create Basic Task. Click on that. You can name the task whatever you want to. I'm going to call mine CCleaner. Click Next. When do you want this to happen? I recommend doing it daily. If you don't want it to be done daily, you have other options. We're going to keep daily. Next. Choose when the daily starts. I would leave the date the same. What time of the day? I would probably set this to run in the middle of the night, so 2 a.m. Recurs every one day. You can change the days if you don't like every day. Click Next. We want to start a program, so make sure this has a little circle in the box. Next. Now, you can type in the path to CCleaner, or we can take the easy route and just do Browse. It's going to be under Local Disk, click the drop down arrow. Now, under Program Files, click the drop down arrow. We're not clicking the drop down arrow this time, we're actually clicking on the name CCleaner, and it'll open up in this pane over here. Click on CCleaner and hit Open. As you see, it fills in for you. The next thing we need to do is this box here. We need to put a / and type Auto into the box. After you've done this, click Next. On this screen, we need to click this box right here. Open the Properties dialog for this task when I click Finish. Put a check mark there. Hit Finish. Now this box will pop up. What we need to do here is down here where it says Run with Highest Privileges, we need to put a check mark in this box. What this does is it allows CCleaner to run with administrative privileges. That way, nothing can impede it from running. It's going to run irregardless. Now, what will be helpful to some people is up here for conditions. We can click on this box. You can set certain criteria for it to run, like start the task only if the computer's been idle for 10 minutes. The one you might want to go with is wait the computer to run this task. Put a check mark there, especially if you're having it run in the middle of the night and your computer's asleep. The computer will wake up, run the task, and then when it hits the sleep timer, it'll go right back to sleep. I recommend checking this box. So once again, run with highest privileges. You can do the conditions, that's optional. I recommend doing wake from sleep. Hit OK. Now every night at 2 a.m. CCleaner is going to come on, and it's going to run through and clear stuff off your computer for you and kind of keep it in a little more better, well-organized working order. Once again, if you've liked this video, leave some comments. Please leave suggestions for future videos you'd like to see. I'm up for anything from basic to more advanced type of videos. Thank you.